Hi guys, Mrs. Whitmire here. So today we're going to talk about partial products to be able to multiply two numbers together. This is a separate strategy from traditional method. Some of you might choose to use this method, or your parents might be asking about how to use this method or what it looks like. I usually call this one the box method as well, but you certainly do not have to use this strategy. Just wanted to kind of make a video to expand upon partial products to be able to kind of visually help you see it. I like this strategy because you have to break it apart by place value, and so therefore it makes it a little bit easier when you're getting your final answer, I feel like. But of course, please choose the strategy that works best for you when multiplying numbers together. So for this video, this is all about partial products, so I'm going to use that strategy today. If I were taking 17 times 5, I have a two-digit number here and a one-digit number here. So in order to show you visually what that would look like, I need a two-digit and a one-digit. So what I'm going to do is break 17 down by its place values. So 17 can be broken down into 10 plus 7. 10 plus 7 gets us 17. On the outside here, on the left side, I'm going to put a 5 because we're multiplying by 5. Now, anywhere that these numbers intersect in the boxes is where I'm going to put their product, the multiplication of those two numbers. So if I take 10 times 5, I end up with the product of 50. And then sliding across here, 5 with 7. So 5 times 7 gets me 35. So now I can take these two numbers, combine them together. I'm going to add them to get my final product. And 50 plus 35 would get me 85. So our answer to 17 times 5 would be 85. On example number 2, again, I have a two-digit number and a one-digit number. So I'm going to draw my box again. 2 digits by 1 digit. So 4 is what I'm multiplying by. And I'm going to have 90 and 5. Now remember, I'm breaking it apart with the addition of the place values. I'm not really breaking it apart with its factors. So 90 plus 5 gets me 95. So here, this allows me to use my place value knowledge and my mental strategies. I know 9 times 4 is 36. So then I need to add an extra 0 because 90 times 4 would be 360. Here I'm taking 4 times 5 is 20. When I want to find my final answer, I do need to make sure that I line up my place values when adding. So 0, 8, and 3. So our product would be 380. Let's say, do you have a two-digit number times a two-digit number? Can you still use this strategy? And the answer is yes. You can actually use it very efficiently. But this time I have 2 digits on top, so 50 and 4. But this time I need 2 boxes on the left-hand side because now I have 10 and 6. 50 plus 4 makes 54, and 10 plus 6 makes 16. So this time, instead of multiplying and only having 2 boxes filled in, this time I'm going to have 4. So it's a 2 by 2. 50 times 10, or 5 times 1, is 5, adding 2 zeros, so I end up with the answer of 500 in this box. Going across, I end up with 10 times 4, which is 40. 6 times 5 is 30 with 1 0, so be careful with your math there. 300, and 6 times 4 ends up being 24. Again, when you are putting these numbers together, you might be able to add these two mentally, and make it an easier addition problem for yourself, but I just want to show you all the steps and not do a lot in my head. So here, I notice that I have a 4, I have a 6, and then in my hundreds, I have an 8. So our final answer to this problem should be 864. Our last problem, again, is a 2 by 2. Now, let's try it without actually building the boxes. So let's say that we're going to do 60 times 20. We also know we're going to have to do 60 times 8. Then we're going to have to do 8 times 20 and 8 times 8. So this is where you could start getting away from the boxes. You could start using these as mental numbers. But remember, you can't just do 6 times 2 and 8 times 8. You have to multiply out all of these digits. Otherwise, your answer is going to be incorrect. So 60 times 20 gets me 12 with 2 zeros. 6 times 8 is 48 with a 0. I'm just going to go ahead and line up my place values as I go. 20 times 8 would be 16 with a 0. And 8 times 8 ends up being 64. So again, lining them all up. This is 14. 14 plus 4 makes 20. 4 plus 4 makes 8, 9, and then 1. So answer ends up being 1,904. So hopefully that helps you a little bit understand partial products. It's a method or a strategy to be able to break apart numbers based on their place value and still using your multiplication facts, to figure that out. Just a different strategy, different method. Of course, please choose the one that works most best for you, that you feel like you understand. But I really like this strategy because I think it builds strong number sense. So definitely one you can challenge yourself with to break out away from things that you're used to using. However, if traditional method is your favorite, then I encourage you to continue using that as long as that's efficient and accurate for you. Again, this is Mrs. Waymire talking to you about partial products, a different strategy for multiplication than maybe some of you have seen before. Hopefully this video helps. Thanks for watching.